So the video for chapter one will be fairly short because, as you'll see, the chapter one, War Within, there's not much to say about it from the teaching standpoint. Chapter one just displays the state of Arjun when he has not yet discovered spiritual truth. So if you'll take a look at the first chapter and you read Arjun's dialogue, he is in a state of deep suffering. And this signifies the state that we are in. When we are just discovering these teachings, we are so like miserable within the battle. I love how this entire story is set on the battlefield. To me, it like sort of represents that the battlefield is like a representation of life. It's how like in chapter one, Arjun's so torn between what to do, what is the right thing to do, how to go about it, what purpose and meaning does it have, if I should do it or not, if I should engage or not, should I act or not act. So this is how we feel in so many different moments in life. You could live the simplest life, right? Still, you will come across moments where you will be challenged in this way. When you will question the meaning and purpose of life, when you will question if it's worth doing what you have to do, what you feel like you're being drawn to do. And moments where you are just so torn within and miserable within. And it's like, it just brings a yearning forward. Like, in a way, you become surrendered because your belief system has failed you. You don't know you don't have any clarity. You're not happy. Notice how that's a failure of our own belief system. The way you know life to be and the way you know yourself to be, your understanding of how things are and how they should be has failed you. That's why you are so miserable in that moment, right? We've all been there before that's when the teaching comes to us, because only that is what opens us. We're like, I don't know. Finally we go from I am the doer and I'm the knower of life to like, I don't know. This is the significance to me for the first chapter, the war within. It shows you that our regular way of life is full of suffering. We don't have any clarity without spiritual knowledge. And so the battlefield throughout our readings, throughout the chapters, see it as a representation of day to day life. What is being talked about is like not just, that's why it's so beautifully written. People take it at face value, like, oh, he's telling him to go to battle and all that stuff. It's a wonderful representation of just our day to day life. So see it in that way. And also, one last thing I will invite you to consider. I want you to notice the evolution of Arjun. How, in the first chapter, before he has discovered the spiritual wisdom that Krishna is going to give to him, he is so miserable, so distraught, unclear, has no devotion to anything because he doesn't know anything. And little by little, as Krishna expounds this wisdom onto him, uh, it's like the Bhagavad Gita represents the evolution of the spiritual seeker. So Arjun's understanding will grow subtler and subtler as Krishna teaches him. His own devotion to Krishna, to the Lord, to God, will also grow, evolve. His clarity with the way he sees things will also evolve. So I want you to pay close attention to that chapter by chapter. Arjun, as he treads the spiritual path, grows less and less miserable, more and more clear, more and more devoted. And this is just a uh, representation of what happens to us as we grow spiritually. All right, so that's chapter one. I'll see you in chapter two.